I want you folks to know that one of the individuals in the governor's office is still registered as a lobbyist for the top vendor that this bill appears to have been written for. His lobbyist credentials haven't even been terminated from that vendor. Come on, this is a joke. Of course, this morning, there were about 8 to 10 unredacted vendor proposals that the Secretary of State has had since August 2018 released. Why they weren't released earlier is a mystery to me. Why there's no fiscal note is a mystery to me, but it is very curious in a troubling way. The Secretary of State's office has actually peddled false numbers, that these are bad. Costs, they might be decertified. They are less secure because there's a computer interface at both sections. Cybersecurity experts are against them. Voters are against them. The right and the left are against them. Then there are 14 other reasons for why these are bad.
Isn't it true that the voting servers at KSU were hacked?
That is true.
And isn't it true that there's no way to know if the DRE machines have been hacked?
That's exactly right.
And isn't it true that there was an anomaly in the 2018 lieutenant governor's race in which undervotes were recorded on the DREs, but not the absentee ballots, which are hand-marked paper ballots?
That is true.
And that the chances of this happening by chance are near zero?
That's exactly right. We don't have any idea if these machines were ever hacked because there is no paper trail, and we also can't look at the source code. These machines are not actually considered audible at all. So I won't repeat it, but let me just throw that out there. Yet another problem with at least 2 of these vendors, which is that all of the scanners encrypt a timestamp. So if anyone in a small county, in particular, it's the biggest risk, but any poll worker, whoever that has access to the inside of the machine has written down the order that people voted, no one's vote is secret on these things because of the timestamp. None of our votes are secret on these machines, and that violates not only the bill, but also the Georgia Constitution. Or malfunction could destroy the legitimacy of the election through the machines. Additional flaw just came out, I believe, Friday. Legitimacy of the election through the machines. Additional flaw just came out, I believe, Friday or Saturday regarding these machines that were mandating the state to buy. There's an all-in-one function whereby even after the quote-unquote verification, the voter feeds the ballot back into the machine. Races can be added, lines can be added to a barcode, which invalidates the entire ballot, and it would be unreadable, and the voter would have absolutely no idea. Barcodes are another problem because if those are what's actually scanned, and the voters will feel betrayed by that, then what they're even attempting to verify, they will understand that they can't verify it because they can't read it anyway. So I could go on and on, but there's 8 problems with this so-called, ability to audit. The audit language itself in this bill is extremely weak. It doesn't require any risk-limiting audits except for the pilot program, which is in 1 county. It doesn't require them after that. So all this talk about audits, not only can you not even do them with these machines, the bill doesn't even say we're gonna have them anyway. What a joke. The pre-certification audit isn't even a risk-limiting audit in this bill. It's a tabulation audit, and there is a difference. Why on earth would we buy less secure machines that are opposed by the voters, opposed by national security experts, at risk of being decertified right now in New York, are far more expensive than the hand-marked paper ballots, are possibly going to be decertified by the national election authorities within 2 to 4 years when we're taking out a 20-year bond, and you start saying, why on earth would we buy these things? I have been baffled, absolutely baffled. This is not a partisan issue. You don't do voting machines on a party line vote. This is crazy. I've been given absolutely no good reason why we should buy these things. There's not one good reason. So therefore, it just reeks of corruption that we're prioritizing vendors over voters. All voters oppose this, right wing, left wing. The only people that don't are the ones that want the contract to be as big as humanly possible.